Welcome to Lajja. Lajja is India's first forum for women development, by women, for women, and all about women development. We are today with Dr. Mansi Mewada at Lajja's podcast. Welcome, Dr. Mansi, to Lajja's podcast.
Thank you, Supriya, for inviting me. Hello, everyone. I am Dr. Mansi. I have been a dental clinician for the past 17 plus years. I have done my fellowship into laser dentistry and orofacial pain and dental sleep medicine. In general, I am a general dentist practicing everything starting from a general cleanup to implants and full mouth rehabilitations. But my focus is more on creating an awareness about oral health issues, especially amongst the women, because it's neglected very easily. So here I am to create an awareness for all of you all. So stay tuned in.
That's very nice to know about you and what do you do, Dr. Mansi.
Thank you.
Can I ask you to share a bit about your journey and rather more of what inspired you to come into this field, and specifically, as you said, that you specialize in orofacial pain and laser dentistry. Yes. So what inspired you to come into this?
Since childhood, I was very keen on becoming a doctor.
Okay.
So in, say, somewhere when I was in grade 11 or 12, I heard this very beautiful line where as a doctor is just treating a patient, but a dentist is creating a smile on everybody's face. So that inspired me to become a dentist. After graduating, I practiced for a couple of years with a very elite practice in Juhu. And then there I learned that a lot of advancements are coming in. So first I finished my laser dentistry fellowship, and then I started practicing in my own practice. Slowly down the line, I felt it got a little monotonous. I need to upgrade myself. So past 3 or 4 years, I've been doing orofacial pain practice and dental sleep medicine. I graduated in the year of 2021.
Okay.
So that's what I wanted to upgrade myself, because I was seeing a lot of patients and especially women coming in with a lot of pain which was not tooth related, but it was facial pain. मतलब tooth related नहीं था. And then I got curious क्या हो सकता है, and I did my fellowship in orofacial pain, and now I help them out with the pain that they have.
That's quite interesting and very different to know about the other side of dentistry as well. Yes. It's not only about your teeth all the time.
Yes.
All right. But then I have heard that hormonal changes such as puberty or pregnancy or any menopause or anything like that changes a lot of things in the oral health.
Yes.
How does that affect?
Basically, let's start stepwise with puberty. When a girl is going into pre-puberty or puberty, the sex hormones levels are going up and down. They are not regulated yet. So there are a lot of issues where estrogen, जो हमारा female sex hormone है, that is going up and down. So that is very, it causes a lot of pain because it's a pain creating hormone. So वो pain बहुत कभी कभी women को होता है, not only orally, overall in the body also. So women are more susceptible to pain. पर especially dentally अगर orally देखा जाए तो gum disease is something that is very rampant in pre-puberty and puberty girls. So a general cleanup and a general visit to a dentist usually helps. भाई वो cleanup, we are taking care of the oral health, whereas we are removing all the infection or all the kachra that is there inside the mouth. Hormones take care of themselves maybe in 2-3 years time. So pre-puberty and puberty girls should go for a general checkup so that वो gums का जो issue है वो आगे बढ़े नहीं. मतलब it should not settle into the mouth.
Okay. Nice, nice. So this was just one understanding that yes, hormone does play a big role.
Definitely.
And let's not always call it कि जंक फूड खा लिया इसलिए ये हो गया, वो खा लिया इसलिए
नहीं जंक फूड really plays.
Of course it does, लेकिन that
role.
was a different, because you mentioned puberty more, right? One of the example. And then I could realize कि okay, mothers having a kid at that age majorly a female child will always want to say तुम इसके लिए ये chocolate मत खाना, junk food मत खाना. It's not always to be blamed on junk food. It can many a times be inside there, and which is why counseling to a counseling to a correct doctor will help you heal a lot of things. That's interesting. There are so many different syndromes and phenomenon that we keep hearing. If I mispronounce anything, you'll have to recorrect me.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
There is something PCOS which is now taking a lot more role to a larger part of the females, right? How does that affect the connection with the oral health?
Okay. PCOS is basically a hormonal problem where your body is not, basically all the girls and women, they become insulin resistant. So that comes into your oral health also. So अगर कोई PCOS वाली लड़की या लेडी है and they are having a sweet tooth, so there are chances of them getting a dental decay earlier as compared to somebody who does not have. Second thing is gums. As I said, it is a complete relation. There is a complete relation between the gum health and the PCOS. So basically hormones अगर आपके कंट्रोल में रहेंगे तो your oral health with a general checkup every year I guess should be okay. Yes, the tip would be कि आप जब भी कुछ मीठा खाएं और something that is loaded with carbohydrate, if you eat something, just rinse off with a normal water. आप rinse करके you can just gargle out and you should be good. That includes tea, coffee also. कि भाई जो भी contact है teeth के साथ of sugar, any kind of sugar, just rinse it out and you can delay the problem.
Nice. That's an immediate relief at least instead of getting into a bigger problem.
Right, yes.
That's interesting. I hear a lot of problems from a lot of people regarding headaches, facial pain, jaw pain, or something or the other related to it. Yeah, some discomfort. And specifically, I've seen a lot of women also complaining this of late a lot. How can that be differentiated when it comes to stress pain or pain related to oral health?
Okay. Pain related to oral health we'll take first.
Yeah, there are a lot of disorders, right? So
pain related to oral health could be a cavity or it could be some gum problem which can be dealt with locally. मतलब आप dental में dentist के पास गए, cavity है या root canal किया उन्होंने and the pain goes away. Okay. Gum problem है तो you do a general cleanup, you do a deep cleanup and your gum problems might go away. But ये जो orofacial pain है, that is kind of a medicine that we practice. It's a line of medicine that we practice. कहाँ जहाँ पे कि we are dealing with hormonal issues, we are dealing with stress issues. Especially women, they are multitasking nowadays. घर भी संभाल रहे हैं, काम भी कर रहे हैं, बच्चे भी संभाल रहे हैं. So they are in a very big क्या बोलते हैं मतलब उनके सर पे बहुत बड़ा पहाड़ है. And they're dealing with that stress. So now each and every body has a different way to deal with stress. So in general, when a person is in stress, a lot of times they tend to clench their teeth more than they are supposed to, especially in the night. रात को अगर clenching होता है and you wake up with a little soreness around your jaw, you wake up with little pain here, you wake up with a headache, तो वो that is basically sometimes including that you are clenching too much. Okay. On day-to-day basis जब आप खाना खा रहे हैं, if you eat like 4 or 5 meals a day, the maximum contact of your tooth to tooth is not more than 15 minutes. पर रात को जब आप clench कर रहे हैं, you are doing it for hours together. So that creates two problems. One, it grinds down your teeth very badly. मतलब वो teeth के ऊपर बहुत ज़्यादा pressure आता है and that pressure is transferred to your gums and your bone also. Second important pain problem is कि यहाँ के जो muscles है they are overworking. Overworking करते हैं तो वो clench करते वक्त वो जो एकदम कड़क हो जाते हैं, they stay in that state of soreness. So when you wake up, you feel that tightness, you feel that pain. So if we can control that stress. That is called as bruxism when you clench. So bruxism and clenching में थोड़ा सा फ़र्क है. Let's not get into the details, but अगर morning में if you feel that you're feeling sore and tightness and pain in and around from the head to your neck, there could be a possibility that you could be clenching in the night.
Okay, so not always that day. Again, that becomes like an insight for us also. That हर बार headache is not only because आप कम सोए थे या आपने overthinking कर लिया या कुछ loud music सुन लिया. It can be something else as well. And which is why कितनी बार ये कहा जाता है कि अगर कुछ frequently कोई तकलीफ आ रही है तो please go and talk to the doctors, to the medical professionals who can help you. That's interesting. With that, somebody was telling me that emotions has a lot relation to it.
Yes.
Is that so?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
So I'm sorry.
No. Please go ahead.
If, for example, I have a son, I have observed this that अगर रात में if he has been very tired the whole day, बहुत physical exercises करा है and he's physically drained plus नीचे बच्चों के साथ खेलता है तो there is a little tiff with the kids, so he's emotionally also drained. In those nights he tends to clench और वो उसके clenching से मैं उठ जाती हूँ. It's that hard.
Okay.
So what I have started doing lately is we've started music therapy in the night. So before he goes to sleep 30-35 minutes, we play some 15 minutes of soothing music and then we all go to sleep. So that has helped. So if you want that you want to emotionally control yourself in the night, just a 15-minute of music therapy and we are good.
Nice. So this kind of treatments that you suggested, music therapy, can this be also helpful for women?
Yes.
For their stress included pains?
Everybody. Yeah. So for women in the daytime when they are either in the kitchen or they are traveling for work, they can always put on some soothing music that could help them. I do that and I have seen results. I have seen me sleeping better. I've seen me not clenching a lot because I was a clencher. So I have observed कि मैं सुबह उठती हूँ तो I'm more fresh. So the sleep is better, your emotions are way under control and it really helps in the overall energy levels in the day.
That's really simple yet very impactful tip. That's nice. Laser dentistry, as you were talking about. Can laser dentistry help with common health concerns among the women, such as gum inflammation or mouth ulcers or any other such?
Yes. So laser dentistry is something that is very non-invasive. मतलब उसमें ज़्यादा काट-कूट नहीं करनी पड़ती है. मतलब we don't use blades. So laser, it's a very safe wavelength of the laser that we use. Where अगर अल्सर है तो हमने उसके आजू बाजू थोड़ा सा लेज़र से उसको थोड़ा क्रस्टिंग कर दिया तो द पेन ऑफ द अल्सर गोज अवे. Second thing, if gums में है, a lot of women come with a gummy smile and the gums are very pigmented and dark. So हम उसको लेज़र से डीपिगमेंट कर सकते हैं. It's a very easy procedure and the results last for approximately 6 to 8 months. जब तक वो नया मेलानिन प्रोड्यूस नहीं कर लेता वो पिंक गम्स रहते हैं. सो a lot of times a lot of women come for that look, my gums are very brown. So हम उसको थोड़ा लेज़र करके we remove that pigment with the laser and within 2-3 days they are okay and the gums become pink. So that pigmentation जब तक नहीं आएगा तब तक आपके gums pink रहेंगे. So that is one of the cosmetic applications of the laser. Pain wise, if you see in orofacial pain, we do something called as LLLT, that is low level laser therapy, where हम एक laser का एक handpiece रहता है. We just move around your muscles, which helps reduce the inflammation, it reduces the soreness and it helps recover faster. So we use LLLT for pain also. So a lot of applications, just कि छोटा छोटा and बड़ा बड़ा दोनों काम लेज़र से होता है.
That's interesting. Advancement is surely there in the dentistry world. Yes. That's actually good news for people like me who anyway can think of gaggling already as soon as I feel that okay, I have to enter a dentist ka clinic. Yeah. So on that note, since we're talking advancement, microscopic dentistry is revolutionizing in itself, right?
Yes, yes.
And it is helping a lot of treatments which are kind of diagnosis treatment, right?
माइक्रोस्कोप बेसिकली इज माइक्रोस्कोप का बेसिक मतलब है कि किसी भी चीज़ को एनलार्ज करके दिखाना, बड़ा करके दिखाना. सो आवर टूथ इज से 1 सेंटीमीटर इन साइज, तो हम माइक्रोस्कोप में उसको 10x देखते हैं, तो मुझे वो इतना बड़ा 10x दिखता है, 10 गुना बड़ा. आई सी द टूथ एज 10 सेंटीमीटर्स. तो उसमें अगर छोटा सा भी कैविटी है, सो वी एड्रेस इट एट दैट स्टेज. छोटा सा कैविटी निकाल के वी फिल इट अप एंड दैट टूथ इज़ गुड टू गो फॉर अ लॉन्ग टाइम. एट द सेम टाइम माइक्रोस्कोप में अगर हमको कुछ डिटेल्ड देखना है, मतलब इफ़ आई एम डूइंग अ प्रोसीजर लाइक अ रूट कनाल और अ फिलिंग विच इज़ वेरी क्लोज टू द गम, सो इट डिस्टिंग्विशेस कम्प्लीटली फ्रॉम द गम एंड द टूथ, सो दैट मैं खाली जो मुझे काम करना है मैं वही काम करूँ एंड आई डू नॉट टच द अदर गुड स्ट्रक्चर्स इन साइड योर माउथ विच इज़ वेरी डिफ़िकल्ट विथ अ नेकेड आई.
I agree.
सो बिकॉज वो इतना छोटा है, मैं इतना बड़ा करके देखती हूँ, तो डेफिनेटली माई आई कैन कैच बेटर एज कम्पेयर टू अ नेकेड आई वेयर मैं माइक्रोस्कोप में देख के करती हूँ.
Absolutely. And precautionary मेजरमेंट्स हो जाते हैं, वो प्रिकॉशन में ही आप काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें ठीक कर देती हैं विद माइक्रोस्कोपिक थिंग्स. वेरी नाइस.
And at the same time, a lot of clinics who have a microscope, we have a camera that is attached to it. So we connect the camera to the screen. So patient के साथ जो आया है, they can also see कि what we are doing, especially when we are not doing something that is very gory. But otherwise we let the patients also see कि भाई देखो ये प्रॉब्लम है, we are dealing it this way and you can also see. मतलब उनके साथ जो relative आते हैं, so they can see. So a lot dual advantage.
Absolutely dual advantage. Anyway, all the technological advancements are anyway giving some much better advantages than the past golden days. Yeah.
Past.
Why am I saying past golden days is because the next question comes from there. Yeah. When we talk about modern lifestyle these days, we are associating that only with the junk food or sedentary lifestyle. But I have a different question. When it comes to modern lifestyle, we are seeing a various type of fasting as well.
Yes.
Yeah, intermittent fasting, vegan way of living, and a lot of other ways, right? What is your take on it? How does that impact the oral health?
The different lifestyles will not affect much the oral health as long as it's done in moderation. अगर आप intermittent fasting भी कर रहे हैं, पर वो विंडो में आप क्या खा रहे हैं, that will determine your oral health also. मतलब intermittent fasting में अगर आप पानी भी नहीं पी रहे हैं in those 15-16 hours, it is definitely going to create problems because you need to hydrate your mouth, because saliva is like a protecting layer for your teeth and your gums.
Absolutely.
वो सूखा रहेगा तो it will cause problems in the future. So if in moderation, if you're keeping yourselves hydrated, and in the window if you're eating something that is not very sugary or not very sticky, I guess you should be okay with your oral health. ज़्यादा उसमें टेंशन लेने वाली बात नहीं है. Everybody can follow it, but at the same time keep yourself hydrated and keep something that is non-sugary or less sugar in your window period, and rinse as in how you can do it, and you should be good.
This was quite insightful. Mansi, I've heard something called a scanner. What does the scanner play a role in oral health?
Yes, scanner is one of the latest advancements that has come in the field of dentistry. It is like a magic wand, we call it. Okay. It takes a lot of photographs in 1 minute. We put it inside the mouth and we scan your teeth. It gives us a live image and it creates a 3D model of your mouth on the screen. So जो पुराने ज़माने में वो कैप बनाने के लिए नाप लेते थे, we would put something like a clay inside the mouth and जो harden होके निकल जाता था, we've replaced that with the oral scanner कि we just take picture and images of your teeth it creates a 3D model, and that's how the measurements are done lately. The advancement that we see in that is when we do a scan of a particular patient, उसका हम एक लिंक भी जनरेट कर देते हैं, so that we send it to the patient, और वो घर पे बैठ के अपने दांत अपने स्क्रीन पे देख सकता है, एनी काइंड ऑफ मोबाइल फ़ोन और लैपटॉप और एनीवेयर। वो घर पे बैठ के, जैसे हम MRI रिपोर्ट्स देखते हैं, CT रिपोर्ट्स देखते हैं, वैसे आप तुम घर पे बैठ के अपने दांत का भी मॉडल देख सकते हो कि भाई आपके दांत में क्या क्या प्रॉब्लम्स है। सो उसमें क्या होता है, दे ऑल्सो नो कि भाई हमारे दांत में ये है, सो छोटी सी ट्रीटमेंट के लिए दे कम बैक, दे गेट इट डन एंड दे आर सॉर्टेड, सो वी डोंट हैव टू वेट फॉर मेजर ट्रीटमेंट्स, वो शॉर्ट में ख़त्म हो जाता है।
That's so interesting. लेकिन there can be still people like me, you know, who will not want to continue and complete any treatment that I have started. Yeah. हम जैसों के लिए what is your final tip that you want to give?
The first tip would be कि आप अपना डेंटल वर्क आधा ना छोड़ें, बिकॉज अगर आधा छूट गया, बिकॉज द डेंटिस्ट डज अ पर्टिकुलर ट्रीटमेंट और उसके थोड़े थोड़े स्टेप्स रहते हैं, ईच स्टेप हैज़ टू बी कवर्ड टू कीप दैट टूथ इन टोटो फॉर अ लॉन्ग टर्म। पर अगर बीच में छोड़ दिया है तो दैट देयर आर चांसेस कि आपका जो नेचुरल दांत है वो टूट सकता है। फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर रूट कनाल चालू किया है, द पेशेंट इज़ इन वेरी मच ऑफ पेन, हमने पेन रिलीफ के लिए रूट कनाल चालू कर दिया और पेन ख़त्म हो गया तो पेशेंट गायब हो गया, तो वो बहुत कॉमन है। बट वी हैव सीन दैट वही पेशेंट या तो अपना दांत तोड़ के लाता है या तो अपना दांत में बड़ा सा स्वेलिंग लेके आता है। सो देन द ट्रीटमेंट प्रोसीजर्स ऑल्सो इंक्रीज, टाइम भी बढ़ जाता है, एंड इतना बड़ा नोशन तो है ही कि डेंटिस्ट्री इज़ वेरी एक्सपेंसिव, तो ट्रीटमेंट बढ़ेगा तो काम भी बढ़ेगा और काम बढ़ेगा तो पैसा भी बढ़ेगा। सो इट इज़ गुड फॉर अस, बट फॉर अ पेशेंट, फॉर अ पर्सन हु इज़ गेटिंग ट्रीटमेंट डन, प्लीज़ डू नॉट लीव योर ट्रीटमेंट आधे में, बिकॉज आगे चल के प्रॉब्लम बढ़ने ही वाला है।
Lovely. Thank you so very much, Dr. Mansi, for letting us know a lot of insights about dentistry, which probably most of us didn't know. Thank you so much, Dr. Mansi, for being here.
Pleasure. Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.